Today, folks, we are going to make this out of all of this. This is a Losi Aftershock. I've completely disassembled it. I've got everything clean. So now it's time to do some assembly work. We were missing a couple ball ends, so I went and replaced all those. I'm going to put all new bearings in it, and I bought an entire new screw kit for it. I also got some new Spectrum 23 tooth Metal Gear servos for it as well. So I went ahead and re-oiled the shocks, just put 35 weight in there, and these shocks feel like butter. They're going to work out really, really good. So the first thing I want to do is get all the little plastics onto this chassis. All the little servo mounts, all the little clips, the wire holders, all that good stuff. So all my plastics are in, which are all your servo mounts, your grommets, your battery box, and your mount support. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our steering in together in our frame rails. Steering posts are kind of easy. You just turn the frame rails upside down, make sure your balls are facing down, and these things just kind of push in. And that's it, your steering is in. And for now, I only put in these 4 bolts. But the idea is, now that my steering's where it's supposed to be, I can start assembling other things, because changing these servos out with this plate right here is about next to impossible. I mean, it's doable, it's just a pain in the ass. All right, so the mid plates are in, the connectors are in, the fuel tank mounts are in. Did the same thing on the front. I also put the radio box in so my wires would stop flopping around all the time. Now for steering, what it is, I just bound up a quickie fly sky through a battery in there so I could center the steering servos. So we are actually going to steer with a decent amount of power on this thing. We're going to take all that back out. It's just on there temporary until we get the regular receiver back in. Bulkheads, guys, they're a little bit different in how these differentials go in here. So basically you have a piece that looks like this. Your differential slides in. There's a little collar in the front. Now I tried to film this, but I couldn't. It's just easier to show you how it works. And once you get the differentials in, these piece slides in. And then you've got your hinge pin holders, you've got your differential holder, you've got your lateral holder up in the middle so it doesn't go up and down. And then when it's all said and done, you can go ahead and put the control arms on. So fresh bearings are in, axles in. I went ahead and just put that little plate back there temporary to get those hinge pins in. And what we're going to do now is pull it out, and we're going to put our toe links, because they bolt in from the inside. And then this whole plastic piece goes on the back, and that retains everything. When it's all said and done, it's going to look just like this. Let's go and get the transmission in so we can go and put the front bulkhead on, because you can't get the front drive. You can get one drive shaft in, but not both of them with the transmission out. The transmission is re-bearing it in, and if you ever think that that doesn't look right, that is kind of a normal thing. Those dog bones do not go into those output cups very far. This is the other Aftershock, and well, every Losi LST I have, they are barely engaged in those output cups, but I've never had one break. The rear lower chassis brace is on. I'm going to go and do the front bulkhead. I'm not going to film it because it is identical to doing the front, except your tie rod's actually moved. All right, bulkhead and bumpers are on, hubs are on, axles are in, bearings are changed. I vote we go and go from here. Let's go and put some shocks on this. Guys, mistakes will be made. So I got the rear shocks on, and I'm looking at the front. I got all my control arms on backwards. The shocks go to the front. So give me about 5 minutes. Let me swap all this whole front end over. So guys, in my defense, putting this entire bulkhead control arm assembly on backwards, well, I don't have any instructions or manuals. But in my prosecution at doing it, you got a whole ass Aftershock sitting there on the ground to look at. Pay attention, Nitro Pimp. We're starting to look a lot like an Aftershock, so let's go ahead and pop the fuel tank on. Interesting development, guys. It looks like 2 of my 3 tank mount studs have broken off screws inside of them. So we're gonna live with it for right now, but eventually I'm gonna have to replace that tank mount brace. But I don't have another one, but it'll work for now. We're not gonna beat the crap out of this thing yet. Guys, based on the idea that my Losi drive goes right on my Dynamite 26, that's the engine we're going to put in this thing. All right, so our manifold's on. We are clutched up, carburetor's cloned. You thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, we're going to go ahead and put this engine in. That sure is partying. That mesh is about perfect for used gears. So we can get the exhaust on this thing. Gotta admit, that exhaust did turn out rather nice. I found a black coupler. I didn't have one with it, so replaced it and painted up that header, and she looks pretty good. Amazon finally came through. I got my next 50-foot roll of Dubro. All right, So she is plumbed, and I did find that really sexy little matching fuel filter for this thing. So let's go and get some carburetor and brake linkage on this. We are now making good throttle, and we are making good brake noises. Let's go and get this gear cover on this thing and see if she's going to run. So the next question is the primer tested good, but is it still good? I'm going to find out in a second. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold that throttle wide open and just get the pushing. I feel resistance. Nope, I'm going to go ahead and say no, that primer is dead. So we're going to use a tickle bottle to fire it up. I'm going to spin it around. I'm going to put a glow igniter on there, tickle it, and see if she'll run. So we shall see. The idea is if she's going to fire, she's going to fire up. She's going to go lean for a second. She'll prime the tank, and then she will do good nitro things. Take her outside is not to try to kill myself. All right, guys, all we're going to do out here, we're going to fire up, put some idle through her. I'm going to get the head temperature up to right around 200, 210 with a low-speed needle. We're going to run a little bit of time through her, get some heat cycles on her. So the idea is, engine is brand new. Let's get some heat through her. I think she might need retickled. These Losi tanks, because it's like a Traxxas, your pickup's on the very bottom, which means when you shut them off, it drains all the fuel out of the fuel line. A little bit of idle. I got the radio on. Let's go the other way. Okay, let's not mess with our, how would you say, our trim for our steering. I got the fly sky sitting next to it. Let me go grab the other glow driver. This thing might be a little bit on the weak side. Let's try our Dynamite versus our Losi. Might make the difference. Oh, yeah. Stall's not going to kill us. I'll give her a little bit more throttle trim. Decent temp, a little lean. I'm gonna go ahead and fatten up just a little bit, cool it down just a little. Fun stuff we're having today, guys, is so I'm working under this awning, or this ledge of this roof of my building. And that is our line of rain, and it is just raining on and off all day. We'll get this thing cooled down and get her fired back up in a few. All right, guys, that's 2.5 tanks, plenty of heat cycles. Let's get this bad girl in here. Let's get some tires on her, see what she looks like. So you got yourself a Losi Aftershock. Man, she runs good. She does everything she's supposed to do. She's powerful. She handles good. But you want another Aftershock. So you buy one on eBay for $117 plus 20 bucks shipping and tax for about 153 bucks. What do? You blow it apart to its molecular level. So when you're all done, you got 2 of them. Houston, we have a problem. So $153 for a Losi Aftershock in boxes and in pieces. Blew it apart to its molecular level, cleaned it, made it do everything it needs to do, put an engine in it, and we now have a runner. But based on the rain, she's not going to get her sticker of being number 297 in the running collection until it stops raining. I didn't go through all this to get this thing all muddy again.